What's going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Real Talk with Cortez. I am your host, Cortez Mac. Happy to be back for round two. And if you see, I'm already joined by my guest for the evening. Y'all say what's up to Marq with a Q. Not a C, not a K, but a Q.
Well, I like that. I like
Hey,
that. Nobody
hey.
gave me that before.
Yeah, when you come on Real Talk with Cortez, you get the official intro. The
I
official
see.
intro.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're happy to have you. How you feeling tonight?
I feel amazing. I had a rough week. Well, I'm not gonna say rough, but long week. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to unwind, and this is more my lane. So,
Well, sure. I'm glad you pulled into your lane, and I'm glad that y'all pulled up to Real Talk with Cortez tonight. We are going to jump right on into what we got to talk about tonight, y'all. There is only uno mas episode left for season two as we head to the finale, and then we head to the reunion. So, you ready to
yeah.
get into it?
If you ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. So before we talk about anything related to last night's show and season two in general, for those who don't really know you or haven't gotten a true feel for you, introduce yourself.
So, my name is Mark with a Q. I'm a filmmaker in Atlanta, Georgia. I joined this show because I wanted to, of course, get more, support with some of the things that I'm trying to accomplish. But I pretty much I do a lot of things aside from being a filmmaker. I do graphics, so logos, websites, flyers. I have my own apparel line, so
Mm.
I got my hand in a couple of different,
We love a man
areas.
that wears many hats. Love to see it. Love to see it. Guys, please be reminded that if you have any questions, comments, anything that you want to say to myself or Mark, drop it in the chat. We'll be happy to read it as soon as not as soon as it pops up, but when time permits, we would
Right.
definitely shout out our people that are active in the chat. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming tonight. So let's talk about this season
So I had
of
to
the
adjust a little
show.
bit because I
He
knew it
like,
was
let me
coming.
we finna really, really get into it. So let's talk about season two of the show. We
Okay.
had four newcomers to
Yes.
season two. But a healthy, ratio of returning cast members as well.
Mhm.
So how would you compare season two to season one?
Hmm. I would say season two was a fresh outlook because it was a breath of fresh air to see like us all come back together and to see where we all were in life at that point. But it was also something different to see the newbies come into the. Well, I'm not gonna call them newbies, but the new people to come
Not the
into the group.
newbies.
Because people sometimes take stuff out of context.
Mm-hmm.
But it was exciting for me to see them come into the group because I wanted to see how everything, how everybody meshed, of course, and what I knew they were going to bring a different type of flavor than season
Okay. Who do you feel well, like you said, you won't call them newbies, out of the
one.
newcomers to the show, who do you feel, if we had to give a standout award of sorts, who do you say really stood out season two and really, really made their presence felt?
Good or bad?
Either one.
I would
Or let's
definitely.
do good and bad.
I would say the person to me who came in the group good and stood out and definitely they had a plan. Mayday, hands down.
Okay.
Like he came in, he did what needed to be
Shout
done.
out to
He
Mayday.
understood the assignment for real. He came in, he showed what he did. We got a little bit of the personality side, and you know,
So using the platform in the way it's meant to be used.
I would 100%
Okay.
agree.
Now what about for bad?
Well, I won't say for bad, but I'll say that maybe unintentional.
Mm-hmm.
But Phil definitely
Uh-oh.
left a lasting impression on the show.
Do you feel like Theo has been put into the role of being a villain per se?
I don't think you can be put into a role of villain because the one thing I will say is this is reality.
Mm.
So it's not like they're editing us to what we say and what we do is what we say and what we do.
Mm-hmm.
The situations happen how they happen. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of us could ever be put into a villain
Well said. I think that what you didn't say
role.
there says a lot as well.
I mean, we gotta save a little bit for the reunion, maybe.
Maybe, and we'll get there as well. What are your thoughts on Blue and Easy being added to the cast?
Everybody brought something different. I
Mm-hmm.
will definitely say that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody brought something.
Everybody
different.
brought something different.
All right. Now thinking about season 2, you've had some moments on this season.
Moments.
What? Yeah. What would you say would be your highest high and your lowest low? And for my people that watch regularly, feel free in the chat to tell us, what do you think have been Marq's highest highs and lowest
Please
lows?
let me know.
If you hit the nail on the head, hey, he just might shout you out.
Let me see. You want to wait a second, or you want me to go ahead and answer?
I'm gonna let you think for a second.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you think for a second.
I'm gonna think for a second. Let me know. Well, I'll let you know when I'm ready.
You got 5 seconds.
Oh, well, I'm ready then.
All right, let's get it.
I don't want to think too hard about it. I would say my highest moment. I would say my highest moment on this show would definitely have to be what you haven't seen yet, which is my toy drive. That's something that I really, really, really worked hard to put together. I did it for a really, really good cause. So that would be my high.
Okay, toy drive. I like that. And how often do you make it a point to do charitable things like that?
Well, I do charitable things as often as I can. So I can't say like, once a week, once a month, once a year. I do it like sporadically.
Okay.
Whenever I can. My grandmother actually has a nonprofit. So
Oh, wow.
that's one way I try to, give back, even if I can't, physically be there. I send my support in some kind of way. So
I love that.
Yeah, but yeah, that's something that I'm huge on. I like to make people happy. So to bring a smile on people's face, it means a lot to me. So that's one way I feel like I can give back.
Was putting a smile on people's faces one of the reasons you joined the show?
Yes, because this ain't that.
Do you feel like you're able to do that a lot on the way up?
Yes, because like anybody that really knows me knows me. Like I'm really, really private. I'm really shy. I say that people don't believe me, but it's something I can't really control. Like I'm sitting here talking, I can't tell you how I'm able to even do this. But that's why I joined, because I wanted people to see me and for one be happy, because I try to spread positivity,
Mm-hmm.
and also just be inspired, because like I've been through a lot, as we've all been through a lot, but my story is different, and my story is meant to inspire somebody. So look at me and just know that you can do anything in this world. I'm gonna look at the camera. You can do anything in this world that you put your mind to. Like for real, I'm big on that. So that's why I joined the show.
All right. Do we have some questions?
We got a comment.
Looks like we have a comment. Marq allowed the haters. So this might be a low, but it turns to a high. Marq allowed the haters to get to him. When he focuses on his craft, it is inspiring. More of that, my brother. Would you agree with that comment?
I would 100% agree. I definitely let a lot of things get to me, because I feel like I was going through a lot, so I was easily triggered, and I was easily I let a lot of stuff affect me. But trust me, I woke up a couple months ago and I told myself, like, look, it happened. We're going to move on stronger, better, and I'm going hard.
I love it. So we talked about the highest high, but now it looks like, Sweet Pea Diary. Shout out to BR Burns for the last comment. Let's look. Marq's high was getting in touch with his feelings with the passing of his aunt. His lowest point was Blues Party and him tripping over the fan. Now we gotta get into
it was
this
a
$40 ticket in.
Yes.
We're gonna get into it.
Yes.
Would you say that that's your lowest low in terms of came from it?
That was one low. The fact that what happened that night.
Yeah.
But if I didn't even answer, but my lowest would be, I'm not gonna lie, that night at the park. Like, to have to go home, and that was like my lowest point.
What were you feeling in that moment?
Whew. I was feeling a lot in that moment, because I felt like there was a lot going on, and I'm not that type of person at all. So all I could do was just try to just remain calm, which is what I did. And I'm so glad that I remained calm, because I had to give y'all Marq with a Q now. Marcus. But yeah, so that was a low. you know, that was my lowest the part. The blues party, that was a low, but you know, that was yeah. I felt that for me outside of the show. I felt that on a personal
Wow.
level.
And
Yeah.
it looks like the viewers are feeling you on a personal level. So shout
I
out to
hope.
our people that have already Sweet Pea Dyers, BR Burns. Now we got Michael G. Riggins with a comment.
Mike.
I love Marq energy and
Thank
tone.
you.
His tone never changes in any situation. Stay positive, humble, and you'll first be successful. We need you for season 3. Don't play with me. So Mike actually brings. I'm gonna call you Mike since they called you Mike. We are friends here. I'm Cortez. You can call me Tessie. So let me look here. You right here. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
that's
your
Mike.
comment. What's up, Mike? What's
Yeah.
up, homie?
Shout
So
out to big shout out to Mike. That's
big
actually
shouts.
somebody I produced the series for. All about Mike.
All about Mike,
Yeah.
which we got to get into. We got to get into my
Okay.
skin. We got to get into all
Let's get
about
into. I'm
Mike.
ready. I'm
Yeah,
here.
definitely. All of that. So let's talk about it. What's going on? Because like people have said, they love seeing you. Marq is amazing. He's been the same since season 1 with staying true to self, focused, and handling things as they come. Humility is rare, and he exudes humility, and I'll forever be a fan. Wow,
Oh my god.
that's some big compliments that you're getting. Marq is amazing. Yeah, like that. That's
That mean,
love right there.
and I'm telling you, like, that's why I do it because I
Yeah,
want people to look at me and I want people to I just want to spread positivity, man. Like for real, that's what it all boils down to. I can't say that enough. You know, the stuff happened and it's all fun, it's entertaining to watch, but just me as a person, people that know me in real life, I want everybody to be happy. I want to get along with everybody, and I just want to have a good
well, hopefully
time.
y'all are smiling right now. I'm definitely in good spirits. I'm loving what Marq is bringing to Real Talk with Cortez,
Thank
and this
you.
is honestly some real talk. So let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your projects and your work,
Yes.
because first and foremost, that's what your platform is meant to, put out to the
Absolutely.
masses, and so
Yeah.
we're seeing that. So talk to us about what you got going on.
Whew. So, I mean, you said My Skin. That's the last short film that I did. It was actually featured on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It changed
Beautiful.
dramatically.
Beautiful.
Thank you. It changed dramatically. That was not what we originally started with, but I did not want to disappoint the kids, so I went back out there. I shot. I'm not gonna tell you what I shot. You might be able to tell, but I reshot and I shot some stuff, and I tried to put a story together the best way I could.
I love it. Why kids? Why did you feel like it was important
Mm.
to cast children in that? It was powerful, but why did you make that choice?
Well, honestly, somebody came to me with the concept.
Mhm.
Curie with a K, special K.
Everybody got these unique spellings over here.
And they started after me
I
because
love
I
it.
introduced. I said, "Hey, I'm Marq with a Q." She's like, "Oh well, you Marq with a Q. I'm Curie with a K, special
Okay.
K."
I love it.
But she came to me with the idea. She came to me with the script, and I was like, this is something different, because I'm not the type of person that's just like, it's me and I just want to do my stuff. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
you got an idea, like, let's bring it to life. So
Right.
I was like, this is different, and I just wanted to like, I stepped in and I brought the story together. I brought it to life, honestly.
I love it.
So that's why kids, because I feel like kids, that's the future.
And that's what it conveyed. And to see them speaking so eloquently and speaking so
Yeah,
clearly, y'all, if y'all haven't checked out My Skin,
please,
please do so.
please,
Please definitely do so.
please.
So let's show them a little clip.
You know what?
Thank you.
We're gonna show a little clip. We thought that we would hold off on a little break, but I think that this is a very appropriate time for y'all to check out My Skin. Here is a little bit of Marq's project. Y'all check it out. All right, y'all, we're back. Like I said, please check out My Skin. That is Marq's project. It's available on his YouTube. It's
Yes.
available all other places, y'all. Just check it out, please.
Check it out.
So let's talk about last night's episode.
Okay.
Now, we didn't really see you in a moment that, and we'll get to. All right, we got to come in here, big bro, doing this thing. He has so many talents. Can't wait for him to show the world more. Shout out to Devontae. You did a
Thank
great
you.
job with love.
People still talking about that. That was 3 years ago. Thank you
Look,
so
that's
much.
how you know your
And I'm
projects have longevity.
Let me tell you, I'm working on for that,
Mhm.
because people were saying they wanted a sequel. I got this. I'm working on something. If y'all like that, like, oh, just get ready for real.
Okay. I like it. We got one more comment. So, Mark, the viewers saw the field situation like you did. Get out of my business. Leave me alone. I got this. Not for 1 second did we see it as you assaulted him. He used you for a storyline. Well, okay. Now, we went from that conflict to somehow last night there was unity among the cast. And at the holiday party, we saw everybody come together. Everybody have a good time. And everybody just, let their hair down and enjoy each other.
Yes.
And we missed you. So tell us
I
about.
was missed.
Yes. Well, I mean, viewers, did y'all miss Marq last night? Would y'all have liked to have seen him at the holiday party with the rest of the cast? Let us know.
And that's the thing. It's not like I wasn't there because I wasn't there. That's Friendsgiving happened, if I'm not mistaken, after Thanksgiving, but it was my birthday weekend, and I was out of town, and I needed that. Just bottom line. I'm sorry. I was out of town. I feel like that's.
I'm sticking out with that weekend.
Okay. I was driven out. I'm broke. I was driven out.
Oh my goodness, not broke. Not that word. So, but what do you think about the unity that everybody displayed? And it was a really good time. Phil had some very, very sweet words for Blue, even with their differences. And so, what did you think about it all?
It's exactly what I've been wanting to see.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't want nobody to think that I've wanted different because, that one situation, like, don't take that one. Like, everybody has a bad day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that was my bad day, even though I was dealing with a lot that night, but, you just kind of, so that's what I've been wanting to see. Like, honest to God, true. Season 1, you can go back to probably the first episode, and I think I was happy we was all at the studio together because I just want to see a group of us and just get along.
Right.
I thought that's what it was gonna be. The whole season I was talking about us getting along.
That would be beautiful.
But so I was happy to see unity.
Do you think that it can continue on into season 3?
If everyone is a part of the cast?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Who do you think we need to leave for it? If you feel comfortable answering this, only if you feel comfortable answering this, then if you had to say for the sake of cast unity, who would you take off?
For the sake of cast unity, I would not take anyone up. How about that?
So it's possible for everybody to get along then. It's possible for y'all to get along with all 10 cast members.
It's possible for us to get along. Somebody said, I don't care too much for Phil. I miss Marq.
She missed you last night at the party.
I missed y'all too, trust me. I really did miss y'all last night. But I'm not gonna answer that because number one, this reunion is still coming up. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot to say. Trust me.
So let's talk about the reunion, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get into it with Marq. Before we do, let's look at this comment. Marq always is booked and busy. If he really wanted to attend any event, he would have been there. He didn't want that energy, and I don't blame him. Was that
for the club?
It looks like for the holiday party, for the Friendsgiving.
Yeah. No, I just said I was out of town. Like, honest to God, truth. I have the pictures. I'm gonna show you once this is over. Like, I was out of town. I had already planned that, and I think when they told me like this is the day it's gonna be, I said that's my birthday weekend. I already got plans. Hey, that was the first thing I said to Devontae. I said I'm sorry. Marq won't say,
but I will. Get rid of Phil, Blue, and Avern. Now,
I'll disagree. I'll disagree.
Okay.
We're not gonna get rid of my friend. We ain't gonna get rid of Avern. He did better this season. We ain't gonna get rid of my friend because I try to be a good friend.
So 1 out of the 3.
I didn't say that. Oh gosh. This is how stuff gets started. See, I ain't saying nothing from here on out.
I made it through like basic math. I'm just looking.
No, what I'm saying is my friend. I'm not saying anybody does. I feel like we all bring something to this show, and that's the honest to God truth.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say that till the wheels fall off. That's a fact. We all bring something different to the show. I can't stress that enough. But you ain't finna cancel my friend.
Okay.
You're not gonna cancel my friend.
What do you feel is Avron's biggest contribution to the show?
Avron's biggest contribution to the show is his personality, because Avron is a whole moment. That's him right there. You missed him. That's a whole moment though, for real. Like, Avron is, I would honestly say, when he came into the group, the first time I met him, we meshed. We was just like this. I'm like, okay, cool. He's cool. We can get along. And since then, Avron has definitely been the same. He's kept the same energy, literally. He's the same person. In all ways, he's the same. In all ways, he's the same person. Okay. Not consistency, but in all ways, he's the same person.
I love that. Who else would you say that you have strong bonds with out of the cast right now? So you definitely shouted out Avron as being somebody that you were cool and close with.
Yeah.
Who else would you say that y'all are, particularly, bonded in a way?
Well, I talked to Rachel.
Okay.
And we hang out. Like, I was just with her. Literally, like, I think last weekend we did a shoot together.
Okay.
So
dope.
Yeah.
So we need to look out for that. We got something to anticipate.
But yeah, so we hang out and we chop it up here and there. I actually text both of them a couple days ago.
Okay.
Because the finale's coming up. So, I'm not gonna say nothing but I had to let them, finale's coming up, what y'all got going on, So I would say I'm definitely cool with them. But
so y'all gonna have a little watch party for the finale?
I'm not gonna say what we don't have any, plans per se, but I definitely asked them what they were doing, because I might not be doing anything.
I feel like it's a watch party coming. I support that.
Maybe for the reunion, because I would want all of us to get together for the reunion.
You already know the vibes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about. I hesitate to get into this now.
I need to start slouching.
But we've had some comments about it. We've had some people kind of anticipate it. So one of the things that a lot of people feel like is going to happen at the reunion is that, the broke situation is going to be addressed. And would you say that that's on your agenda?
On my agenda? Well, it's not on my agenda because I didn't call myself broke. I don't really, It's not for me to discuss, because nobody on the cast does my taxes. I'm just being real, and so a lot of stuff it just is what it is. It's fun.
So you didn't take that super personal. Like, it wasn't anything that was.
I didn't take it personal per se, but for it to be dragged on, and of course, I have a lot of people that watch the show and stuff. So for them to be saying, like, why are they saying this to you, and why do they? I'm like, I don't know. I can't control how people feel. I feel a ways. That's how I feel. But I definitely, a lot of situations were misinterpreted.
Okay.
And I can't just say with the fans, it was misinterpreted, I guess, amongst the group. So my story has not changed. Day one, it has not changed. So
I want to pose a question to the viewers, the live viewers right now in the chat. If y'all would let us know, how do you feel about that situation? So for viewers that may have maybe missed an episode that you need to go back and watch, we're going to hold you to it before you get to the reunion. Explain the situation to them from your perspective. Like, what happened?
Well, I'm not going to say what happened, but I'll explain what the situation is. So it was a birthday party. Blue had a birthday party. I'll explain it a little bit. I'm not going to really do details.
Let's go.
Blue had a birthday party, and of course I knew about it. We know beforehand with certain things with production, it's like, hey, this is coming up. So I was already like, okay, of course, if I can be there, then I'm going to be there. And I had not really been in the group like that, because I had been like, my life was in other places. Just going to keep it real. So that's where my focus was. So the opportunity came for me to be there. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna do it. I haven't been there. It wasn't even a pop-up because everybody knew I was coming. I think I communicated with Blue that, hey, I'm gonna come, but I think I have to work that night, so I'm gonna be a little late. Yeah, I communicated with who I had to communicate with, bottom line. And just to I felt like I kind of went out my way to go there because it was a lot going on that night. You know, everybody go through stuff or whatever, like people say, but like I drove from Stone Mountain. It was like 45 minutes away. So it was pouring down rain. Let me add that in. It was pouring down rain. And so I'm like, I don't care about none of that. I know how to drive in the rain, even though I don't like to. I just want to get there. So to get there and then to just get the reaction that I got, because that's ultimately what it boiled down to.
Okay.
The reaction that I got was kind of like, So I was like, hey. So when my friend, I'm like, hey, I want to go. I'm not feeling it because this is what just happened. And Abram was just like, look, you already here, come back and blah, blah, I'm gonna pay for you. I said, Abram, it's not about that. I don't care about that.
Okay.
Like for real, like just being real. I said, I don't care about that. I said, Abram, you know me.
All right.
He'll tell you. I said, you know me. He said, you're right. That's all he could say. He said, you're right. So then I'm like, so you already know. You know, I'm mad, so I'm popping on, blah, 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 blah. I done drove all the way out here. So he was just like, Marq. He literally was like, Marq, come to the door. So I said, you know what? It's cool. My friend want me to be here. You know, of course, I want to be here for Abram. Because Abram, a lot of times we'll call each other like, you know, you going? I'm like,
we all have that friend.
You know, so yeah, we want somebody we can, you know, so I'm like, yeah, let me go in. I didn't know that he was like, you know, bonding amongst everybody and with feelings. I really didn't know that. So when he said come, I'm like, okay, so that must mean like you need me to come in there. I didn't expect to have people with me, and my Mango was coming, of course, but you know, so that sums up why I felt the way I felt when I got to the door. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go into what happened when I did meet Abram at the door because we still gotta get through the reunion and stuff, and we definitely gonna address it because there's so many different stories, and my story is the same. So we just gonna let it, play out.
We're gonna let it just play
out.
But
that's ultimately what it boiled down to. Like, I'm not finna sit here. I'm not one of the ones like, oh, I got money, I'm big banking. I'm not like that, but I'm not broke. Like, I take care of myself, and I'm blessed enough to even say at this point, I don't even work no more. At the time, I was busting my butt, and now I'm able to run my business. I'm able to run my production company. I'm able to have clients, and I'm able to do that type of stuff. And I'm grateful for that. You get what I'm saying? So the broke coming, it didn't bother me, but it's just like, come on now. Don't talk about nobody finding. What if I really was broke? Can you let me hold $40, please? Please. Everybody want $40. I'll take it.
We would. Yeah. Nobody's turning that down to get in the club either. Okay. So we just gotta stay tuned for the reunion for the rest of that. Y'all heard him right there. Ooh. So when we come back, we're about to take a quick break, I should say, and look at a project that I don't know if y'all had a chance to look at, but have you seen
Mirage of Love? I already knew you already
finished my sentence.
Yo, Rachel already know because I told her how she did, but yeah, Rachel, I'm proud it came together. Anytime Devontae G they get together, I already know it's gonna be something.
Absolutely,
I already know it's gonna be something big. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be something. So I didn't expect nothing less.
Well, I don't know what y'all are expecting. I don't know if y'all have watched it yet, but we got a trailer coming up, and when we come back, we about to play some games, y'all. Okay. It's about to be good. But check out a trailer for Mirage of Love, and make sure that you check that out as soon as this episode goes off tonight.
I remember holding you so.
That notebook ain't gonna talk back, right? And it damn sure ain't gonna get you no ass. Find yourself a woman.
Good night, Sherry.
I've been waiting for you to come over here since you walked through the door.
Well, I apologize for keeping you waiting, Ms.
Christy Scott.
I actually used to sing here.
You used to sing here at Destiny?
Yeah.
Why so sad? We got all the time in the world.
Is this just make believe,
Yeah, freezing. Oh, okay. Gentlemen, yes. Well, thank you, kind sir.
And I left my jacket with her, and I forgot to get her phone number, so here I am.
I know good night, but you gonna see me tonight. And you better come correct. You better come with your A game.
And if I mess it up,
Now, you know sense. I'm telling you right now.
Listen to me. Get off my property. Get out of here now. Now.
and I'll give you all of me. And if you're really here, then I'll make it clear. It's my job to get you to see that I like those fingerprints. I like them painted all over my skin. I like the way you kiss. I like to.
And we are back. Now, before we do anything else, So y'all, first game of the night, being that that I'm watching this tonight, I was driving, yes, and our researchers showed up. Definitely. Y'all, Burns is recommended it as well. Come on, with me, up review. I love it. All right, so game one, all right, being that we better off. Finish up and then you start a new season. That's the new school year, the next grade, right? So I want to do something with you, like in terms. Remember high school when they had the,
I already
like
know where this is
most
going.
likely to
I
succeed.
knew this was going.
That's
I
just
knew where this
all
was
of
going.
that. He knew we was
Let's
about
do
to
it.
do
Come on.
superlatives. Is what
But
they
this is
call.
for fun. We playing games.
Just for fun, we're playing.
I can't
games.
plead no fifth.
You can't.
Okay.
You
Well,
can't.
hey,
You
he
can't.
said I can't plead the fifth, so
No, you can't.
Okay.
All right. Next time we're gonna play a game where if somebody plead the fifth, they got to take a shot or something. That's gonna be the game. So tonight, I'll give you we'll go with like 6 or 7, maybe 8 categories, depending on the vibe, depending on how you do.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna give you a category, and you tell me which cast member would fit that superlative.
Because I know how these superlatives go. Come on, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
We're
right.
having fun.
Let's start with most likely to fight in the club.
Rachel.
Rachel, why? Why Rachel?
That's my buddy, you know. And I just know, like Rachel on go. You know, when she on go. You know, Rachel, she's sweet as ever. Like, she mama, you know. But when Rachel is Rachel, Rachel is Rachel. And when Rachel ready, she ready.
Season 1 reunion, Rachel was ready. Like she was tired.
That ain't the only place. I ain't gonna start calling out places. You know,
not documentation.
I mean, it's on the show.
Yeah, true. Reality show documentation. I love it.
I ain't gonna start calling places, you know, clubs and Walmart parking lots and hair salons, and
Ooh, Rachel, shout out to you. We love you,
Right.
Rachel. Passion, nothing but raw passion and energy. All right, next up, most likely, we're gonna do a real pivot here. So most likely to fight in the club to most likely to be president.
Most likely to be president
of the United States.
Of the United States. Let me think on that.
Who do y'all think? In the
Most
chat,
likely
let us
to be
know.
President of the United States. I would say I'm kind of stuck, but I don't want to say the two people. So I'm gonna just say Devontae. I would say Devontae would most likely be president of the United States.
And why is that?
Because Devontae, I give props when props are due. Devontae is a hustler. That's one thing I know about Devontae. I know how many. When I first met him, Devontae had like 16 businesses and 4 jobs, and I'm just like, hey, if it's LLC and if it works for you, and if you're showing up and answer when they call you, then hey, know. But I can say he had business, He didn't have business. He had a business and he had business. So I would say Devontae because he'll wiggle his way to the top.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Not he cries too much. What's wrong with an emotional man?
Y'all need
some
emotion.
Burns, what's wrong
Y'all
with
need
a little
some
crying?
emotion in the White House.
Tears are good for your skin. So let's go to.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm so weak. All right, next up. Who are the 2 cast members most likely to fall in love? Y'all tell me who you think.
I'm gonna say only because the fans been saying it in the last couple episodes. I'm not gonna say I really ain't. No, who I really think is I'm gonna say Blue and Easy.
Blue and Easy.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people was like, I think they was like when they became a thing and she said this, and I was like, oh, I didn't even but
You missed that comment earlier.
All right, who on the cast has been involved romantically? Look,
see, that's
look
what
at
I'm
that,
saying.
like
Blue
so
and
Easy. Okay,
that would be a cute couple. That's a compliment.
Absolutely.
That would be a cute couple.
Yeah, they would be a real cute couple. They're the only 2. Who's the runner-up?
First runner-up. No, because I'm not gonna say what everybody want me to say. So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just think Blue. I think Blue and Easy. I wouldn't put myself with nobody. Paige got a man. Rachel, she good. Laverne. Skip.
I love it. All right, let's move on. Most likely to break the internet.
Trey. He gonna break the internet. If he don't do nothing else, one day he gonna break the internet.
What do you think is gonna be his method of doing it? What do you see when you close your eyes and think of Trey breaking the internet? Like really close your eyes and think and see.
Trey be this is a funny story. Trey low-key be sending thirst traps in the group chat. I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm not the only person that
y'all
said
hear this
that.
right now.
Trey be low-key sending thirst traps, and it'd be like, okay, Trey want to break the internet.
And he might. Look, we're looking at a lot of people that are talking about who they chose as couples. I got Trey and Mayday in the comments. Too, what do you think about there's been a lot of comments that kind of say that they like their energy together. What do you think about that?
That's people's opinion. That sounds bad. I have the same opinion. I like them together, their energy. Even when they went off to breakfast, I didn't really think nothing of it. Because I was supposed to go to Yard House. Thank God I think they had a wait or something. I was like, I'm not feeling it. I have to go home. I was like, I gotta go home. Thank God, right?
I love that we getting all this clarification tonight. I love that we.
It's gonna be even more clarification at the reunion.
Oh my God, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for you at this reunion because you seem like you got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. Paige is going to break the internet with her music. I love it. Okay, I definitely agree with that.
Plus the Cloud9 video is definitely available now.
Oh yes,
make sure y'all check that out.
Plug your friend.
No, absolutely. For real.
No, and she's dope.
And check out her music. Paige is dope.
She's dope. And when we talk about utilizing the platform to its fullest potential, she is absolutely doing that. And she was so inspiring to see her doing a lot of that while pregnant.
Yeah, that was different.
Just killing the game and just effortlessly doing so. So shout out to you. Like I definitely want to salute you for that. So let's move on. We got a few more superlatives to give out. Let's go with best dressed, and you are not in the running.
I wouldn't give Best dressed, Rachel.
Rachel?
I have to say Rachel again because anytime I pull up on Rachel, I'll be like, Rachel,
Mhm.
And I don't know if people see it through the show a lot of times, but when you pull up Rachel's gonna have a different
Dress
she looks
down.
different.
Down.
Rachel is the epitome of switch my wigs, make him feel like he cheating. Like for real. Like all jokes aside. Like Rachel, she switches it up and it works for her.
I love it. Definitely, Rachel.
27
Shout out to
piece.
you. Who would I want to be with on the cast? JB asked me, who would I want to be with on the cast? JB, that's a messy question. I love you. Ooh. Well,
Next question.
They say his 5 seconds up. Producer said his 5 seconds is up.
Yeah, that would be one that I would definitely have to think about.
Or plead the fifth. I don't think you got to think about it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna be with all 10 of the cast members at the reunion. So
make sure y'all check that out. No, they need an onset. That's not true.
Ooh,
that's not true. I mean, you say I need a stylist. I style myself. I just pick out the clothes, but I think look okay. But Rachel be looking good. I mean, everybody. I feel like no, because I'll never go on record saying nothing crazy. I feel like a lot of people dress in this group. People dress in this group for real. Yeah. Rachel is one of them. Trey, I've seen him put together a lot of cute things too. Like just being real. I give props when props to do.
Most likely to leave Atlanta.
Most likely to leave or get kicked out. Because that's two different things.
Now that's two different things, two different connotations. I got Trey is best dressed with them titties out.
The titty out.
The chesticles. He is a brave man. I love his fashion choices. The reunion one look is iconic.
That's gonna go down in the history books.
Yeah. I love it.
Titty out.
Let's so who do you feel? Let's go with leave, not kicked out.
Yeah,
leave, they got a little free choice. They got
I was gonna say leave. I was gonna say leave. Just being funny. But most likely to leave Atlanta, I would definitely say me. I don't know. Could I not say me?
Hey, go ahead. Explain why though.
I mean, I've been here all my life, and of course, I traveled growing up and stuff. I've seen a lot of places, but I would want to branch out. Maybe it's just for a little while and then come back, or just have a home here. Hopefully, I don't, stay broke forever, and I'm able to get to that point to where I'm able to, have a couple of properties, maybe.
Yeah, you know, get there,
so that I can. But I'll never fully leave.
You can. I feel like it's so much here, so many resources and people that you always should have at least one foot or a few toes in Atlanta. Some undress like D. We love Imagine. Marq should be president because he definitely knows how to give political answers. Either that or Mr. America. He could be one of the two.
Ooh, thank you.
Would you ever participate in a pageant?
Yeah. Well, I would never say never. And then I tried to do the little. I'm not gonna say that because it sounds crazy, but I've gotten a little bit more comfortable with modeling and stuff like that.
We see it on social media.
Yeah, well, that's social media. I mean, people reach out to me to model and stuff now. So, that's a blessing. So,
How's that been? Did you have to get comfortable doing that?
I have to get comfortable with everything I do.
Yeah,
it's just me as a person. Like I said, you know me. But everything for me, I go into it as I look at it as an assignment. Even with the show, to me, it's just it's an assignment that we all have. What's the goal? What's the end goal? By the time the season ends, what do I want people to, get from me besides that? I might turn you around or something, aside from that, what's the end goal? I feel like everybody should have a plan with everything. So
I love it. Marq and Devontae will leave ATL for Hollywood. Okay, we manifesting here tonight.
He taking me with him?
We are manifesting here tonight. B.R. Burns, you are talking to the people, letting them know what they need to know.
Talk to us. We need some questions.
Absolutely.
I want some more superlatives.
All right, another superlative. Most likely to pastor a megachurch.
Let me think about my answer.
Who y'all think? Who gonna have you saying, well? Drop it in the chat. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna say Devontae.
Devontae leading the church? What would the name of his church be?
The name of his church would definitely be... It will be Park at something, right? You have to include the word park and everything for Devontae from here on out. So it'll be like, you know, Park of God's Covenant. I don't know. It will be what? No, I'm gonna do something fun. It would definitely be like the Tequila House of Episcopal.
Not doing communion with
real wine.
1800. I love it. I'm so weak right now. Yo, y'all, if you have any comments, please
because we having a good time
to drop them below.
I hope y'all having fun watching us.
Definitely, y'all have to be. Y'all have to be. We got another game coming. We're gonna take a quick break. We got some the Tears of Faith.
Oh, that's MVC. The one. That's it. I should have came up with that one.
We got a bunch of chat MVPs between tequila and tears. I don't know which one, y'all. Y'all gonna get up off of Devontae though. Like we said, he going to Hollywood though. Y'all gonna miss him when he go. All right, so let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with another game.
The Tears of Faith.
On the Way Up Ministries. Keep it branded. Love it, JB.
The Tears of Faith. That's the one.
Tears of Faith. I hate it. We love to see it.
We'll go to Sediction.
The Tears of Faith. I can't get over that.
This is album production, y'all.
This is awkward. They probably like,
what happens when you mix seduction,
Cassandra?
Ron?
Damn, you even sexier than I remember.
Sex,
And I see you married now.
And I still love you.
Saying, I see how my man looks at you. And I kind of like it.
and addiction. You get
No. You're my best friend's man.
Sediction.
We already did this before. So get up on this counter and feed me my breakfast like a good girl.
Sediction.
You destroyed my family.
Sediction. Sediction.
911, what's your emergency?
Somebody's been shot.
Sediction. A novel by G. Nez.
And we are back. I'm live with Marq with the Q. This has been such a great night. I really want to thank you again for coming out and just being a part of Real Talk with Cortez. You have made it worth my while tonight, definitely. Y'all have to agree. Let him know in the chat how awesome of a guest he has been. And if you want to see Marq and myself up close and personal, please make sure that you get your tickets to the season 2 reunion for On the Way Up Atlanta. There are only 15 general admission tickets left. There are only 18 VIP tickets left. You can get your general admission tickets for $30, your VIP tickets for $50. Go ahead and get that VIP package so you can get your food, your wine, your t-shirt, your early admission, your pictures with the cast.
Right.
Be sitting.
That's what I was waiting on. I was like, because I want to meet some of the people. It's like, you know, we see the comments and stuff. I want to know some of y'all.
BR Burns says, are you going to host a reunion? If so, no. Rip jeans. Okay, BR Burns. No, first of all, I won't. Not for the reunion. I have a whole look. I'll be suited and booted for the reunion. But tonight, this is Real Talk with Cortez. So a part of me, real is these real thighs. Get into them. So yeah. This is the real me. The reunion, though, I'm gonna definitely have a look for it. I'm gonna be serving looks.
Oh, that's my
mama. Hey mom, that's messy.
What's messy? My mama asked me the other night, I think, because I think she watched the show. She watched the show and she texted me, she's like, are you coming back? No, you gotta wait too.
Now let's talk about that. So we want to see Marq and Trey break the internet. Sexy photo shoot. Let's go. Let's talk about season 3 and casting. So are you anticipating coming back? Do you want to come back to the show?
Well, as long as people want to see me, I'll come back. That's all I can say. That's
And
all
if
I'm gonna say.
people want to see you, what do they need to do?
Well, you can definitely vote for me. I know they have a poll going on, and this is for all the cast members. So if you want to see any of us come back, you should definitely vote on our YouTube channel. Vote for Marq, of course, because I hope y'all like me. But yeah, vote for some of your favorite cast members. And you know, I get a lot of messages and stuff. You know, some of the comments was like, "We want to see you back" and stuff. And I hear it. Trust me, I hear it. But all I can say is two things: as long as people want to see me, and as long as I'm able to do it. That's the best way to put
Well, I think that you are definitely able to. I definitely think that you are somebody that brings a lot to the cast. And like people have said in the chat, when you're in your bag and you're working, it's
Yeah.
inspirational. And we love to see
Exactly,
it.
because after all that stuff happened, I went back to working. I wasn't filming what happened, you know. I wasn't
Back to
filming to talk
production.
about what happened.
Yeah, producing onward and upward. That's like Marq will be there. Marq, there will be a void. There will be a void in the show if you don't return. So BR Burns and anybody else that wants to see Marq return, on the way up YouTube page, make sure that you hit the community tab and go vote. Go vote for Marq. Definitely Marq with the Q. Not that there's another Marq that they could vote for, but Marq with the
Just
Q.
in case y'all didn't know, yeah, the one with the Q.
So reunion, I want to talk about the reunion real quick because we're almost out of time.
Okay.
Now we're not gonna get into what tricks you got up your sleeve or what's in your bag of tricks because you already said we gotta wait. But I want to talk about, and we'll do something that I did with Mayday last week. If you missed Mayday's interview, definitely after this, y'all go back and check that out as well. He was a great guest last week. Dope artist, dope projects going on. So go check out my combo with him. But I want to ask you, what are 3 things on your wish list for the season 2 reunion?
3 things on my wish list is to finally lay this whole feel situation to rest. To finally just put it to rest because it happened. And that's all I'm gonna say for right now. But of course, we're gonna talk in depth about a lot of things for real.
We haven't even gotten
We have to
into
talk
the
in
field
depth
situation
because
tonight.
what you see is what you see. But when other stuff, so it's gonna be a lot to unpack at the reunion. I want to put this whole broke thing to rest, this whole blue situation, because I've already apologized. And it's not gonna be too many more times I'm gonna apologize to anybody because I've apologized to everybody that I needed to apologize to, and I think everybody can kind of agree with that. I have. And number 3,
we up to 3. Last one.
If whatever Devontae got on, he just take it out and just he show a little titty. I mean, if he gonna have the titty out, put the titty out at the reunion.
So reunion titties out. That's the slogan. Season 2 reunion titties out.
Titty out.
Colon titties out. Marq is definitely a fan favorite, and I think a lot of people would agree. The
you.
comments would definitely agree. Typically on the episode, you get a lot.
Like I said, I see a lot of stuff. People send me stuff too. Sometimes I be in my after the park. It was 2 scenes I didn't really want to watch. The park scene, I kind of watched it from the other room a little bit. And a lot of people were sending me some of the stuff people were saying, and then the scene with my aunt having to go to a gravesite. I got up out the room, and I was just like, I want to watch it, but I ended up coming back into it because it wasn't that serious.
Well, you've addressed a lot of issues that some people would shy away from when the camera goes on them. You talked about how and we see in a bit of the next episode where you talk about how you wanted to display dealing with depression and things like that. Why was that important for you?
That was my biggest thing this whole season because and I think you get to see a little bit of because I had a conversation with Avon at my toy drive, but I was dealing with a lot season 1, to say the least. And I think now that I'm able to say that, when people go back and watch, you're not gonna be able to tell it all. And the fact that I can say that and you watch something, people are gonna be blown away. I'm not gonna say too much, but I was dealing with a lot of stuff. I don't even remember what I touched on at the toy drive when I was talking to Abram, because that was really me being that was a personal moment. That was me really opening up to just a friend. So I started really talking about some of the stuff I was going through. But yeah, that's why it was big for me, because going into season 2, I was in a much different place in my life.
Okay.
I was a lot happier. Even though season 1 I looked happy, Season 2, I was genuinely a lot happier before, I started dealing with life. And it was just, I think when probably the first meeting I had with Devontae, when he said, well, what you want to, I said, well, I have depression because I want people to know it's real. I want people to know that if I'm here to inspire people, then why not show them that one side of my life that people shy away from, like
Absolutely.
you said. So I want to show people it's real. You go through it and you overcome it. You can overcome anything.
What would you say to anybody that's watching tonight that may know someone that's dealing with depression or may even be dealing with it themselves kind of at this moment and not, trying to find their way back to a good space? What would you say?
You're not alone. That's the only thing I can say because my Instagram is official Marq. It's spelled with a Q. You can talk to me. I respond. I talk to people all the time, but just don't feel alone because I know that when I was going through my stuff, a lot of times I felt alone. I wish I had somebody, and I had people. You have people, but you don't really. I wasn't telling everybody everything that I was dealing with. It was just hitting me, and I'm just like, I can handle it, and I handled that shit.
You did.
I have to cuss. I handled that shit. Season 1, nobody could. I looked rough a couple times, but I handled that shit, and I'm proud to say I overcame it. So if it's anybody out there that's just any type of crazy thoughts, depression does not exist, okay? Because we overcame that. Or if we haven't, we overcoming it. I promise you. Depression, that word is not going to exist to me in a couple years, for real. So if you're watching, you need somebody, I'm that person. If anybody needs me to be that person, that's the honest to God truth. I mean that. If you don't want me to be that person, find somebody. It's somebody that cares. It's somebody that's willing to listen. Please, 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 I am begging you. Like, for real. That's something big for me. I wish you could have saw a little bit more of, like, the depression and what I was going through while we was filming season 2, but because you didn't, just know, like, I know. Wow. I know. I understand. So
about to be crying.
I'll start crying. We're gonna get Devontae and Avery. And Rachel too now at this point.
Look, we all criers. We just gonna have our buckets up under us at the reunion.
It's real. Puddles, I mean pools. And I just talked to Rachel, bring her up again. I just talked to her last week and I said, I want to do something. We need to do like something. I'm not gonna say what we're doing, but we need to do something for Marq by Beauty. And I said, and I'm thinking to myself, I want to tie in mental health awareness. So we working on something and figured like we just I just asked if we could do it. So it's nothing set in stone, but hopefully everything goes well and we can do something soon because that means I don't care about none. I don't care about $40. I don't care about I don't care about none of that. I care about people knowing how important life is and living life to the fullest. That's what's important to me.
I'm with it. So you just dropped a buzzword, and that was Marq by Beauty. Yes. So I want to talk about branding for a little bit because if anybody knows brands, it's Mr. Unbothered over here. He knows branding. So our final game, our final game for tonight. Before we get up out of here, and thank y'all again for staying tuned with us. We really, really appreciate you. We'll take a few last comments or questions. If y'all want to drop those, feel free to do so before we wrap. Put that bow on it.
I want to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. So our last game for tonight, and it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for you as a branding expert.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some cast members, and whether they have a brand or not, I want you to, let's say that they're starting a new venture, and I want you to name. I'm going to give them a product or a lane of sorts.
Okay.
And then you're going to name their brand. You ready?
If I can do it, I'm going to do it.
All right. So let's say that Easy comes up with a line of seasoning spices.
It would definitely be big money, big pimpin' seasoning. Because it's the big, every time Easy talk, it's about money. That's why the $40 is the issue. It's about money. And then, of course, big pimpin' because the hat.
I love it. If Phil was to open a strip club, what would his name be?
I don't know what it would be called. I just see a lot of colors.
What colors do you see when you think of Phil's strip club? Like a rainbow, like just everything? If you had to put one word in the title, what would it be?
Colors. No, let me be real. Phil in a strip club. I don't know how that would work, but I would call it. I don't know, but I would definitely. Let me think about Phil.
It's the comment section for me.
I thought that, but not for a strip club. They ain't commenting.
Strippers in the
Are they
comment section
coming?
unless you live streaming. Hey, what would y'all name Phil Strip
Yeah,
Club? Let us know.
Y'all stuck me on that one.
All right, so you gonna plead the fifth? You
No,
gonna have
because I
to
want to
skip?
come up with something. I'm gonna plead the fifth. His stripper name would be like Skittles or something.
Skittles?
I
Not
see
Skittles,
colors.
not Starburst.
When I think of Phil, I just think loud and colors. I don't know.
Jolly Rancher. I like
Not
that.
even
All right, let's say
Sour Patch. Okay.
he said it, Sour Patch. Let's say if Averin started a record label, what was the name of his record label?
Andy's Records. I know I sounded country when I said that. Andy's Records Incorporated. Yeah.
Easy Flavor Seasonings. That's
Easy
a good one
Flavor.
for easy.
Y'all
Easy.
trying to really brand her. Stop, but she's still that. Y'all gonna be mad.
Paprika, seasoning, like salt, all of that up in your kitchen. All right, Mayday. Let's say that Mayday started a clothing line, and it can't be called Mayday Clothing.
I wouldn't call it Mayday Clothing. I would call it Dream. And I think that his song, it was just like, it was perfect for who I think of. Like when I think of Mayday as a person, like that song would like kind of represent him in the video in a sense. I know that's kind of weird, but I would Dream.
What about if this is the last one tonight? If Trey was to start a wig line,
if Trey started a wig line, it would be called like the Bald Eagle Collection or something.
Not the Bald Eagle.
Drop down, get your eagle on. You know, Trey got the the Bald Eagle Collection, the titty out and the bald eagle and the bald head.
Okay, I'm with it.
I tried.
I'm with it. Finally, I'm gonna let you create your own. I said that was the last one, so this one I'm gonna let you create your own. Give Blue a product and a product branding name.
Well, the product that I actually have, I'm gonna save that. My collection is relaunching really soon.
I said Blue.
So,
not
I
you.
know, but I'm just saying because you said a product, and then so that was
Okay.
it made me think about something I'm working on.
Okay.
Like, yeah, but if I think that Blue could sell, not real estate, but Blue could definitely sell. What's the Countess Von Blue would definitely.
She's capable.
Because I'm broke. Blue would sell fish plates.
Fish plates. What would the name of her establishment be? Or does she have a food truck?
It would be a food truck, and
food trucks are lucrative.
They're very lucrative, and they taste very good. I love food trucks, but Blue's food truck would definitely be called.
I love the thought that you are putting.
The broke bus. That's what Blue's. That's what it'll be called, and it'll be $40 a fish plate. It'll be called the broke bus, and it'll be $40 a plate. And I think it'll be very, very lucrative. She could even, she could put a little stand out of me next to her food truck, and it would be
people posting pictures while they wait for their food.
It's the $40 for me. I'll say it. I'm gonna come out there and take pictures and make money. It's the $40 for me.
Crying.
I was like, Blue, you got it. And if you broke, that's lucrative. We might be on to something.
Look, you might have just gave y'all something to do for season 3. That's something to look forward to.
Blue light special
Blues,
foods.
Blue light special foods.
Blue light special foods.
A tongue twister for sure, definitely.
Her name is a tongue twister. It's like 7 colors.
B.R. Burns asked this question twice, so he really wants to know.
All right, B.R. Burns, we see that you have a question. Did Mayday ask you to direct his music video?
No. Mayday did not ask me to direct this video. I hope it don't stir nothing, because I know in the episode he said that I was busy or something, but no, we did have a conversation about me possibly like working on a project, but he never told me what it was, and I don't know if the timeline would. I don't know, But nah, Nate ain't asked me to do a video.
Had he asked you, would you have said yes?
Yeah.
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 I think y'all could have some dope collaborations in the future. I think that would be
I
awesome
mean, I don't mind collabing with anybody. Like I just did Trey video a couple it's been a minute now, but I still do work for Trey occasionally, and I do work for Devontae sometimes when I'm blessed enough to, that's the boss.
Look.
When I'm blessed enough to. But I do work for Averin. I do work for different people throughout the group.
Since you want to work, got a dating show coming up. We got
I rap Monday, so after Monday
bookings on top.
Well, I got some stuff coming up though too. Like
yeah, let's go ahead and tell the people about your upcoming projects and products that they need to look for. Is there anything in the immediate future that people need to be looking for and anticipating or waiting for? June, just the month of June.
All I can say, the month of June. That's all I can say. I got some stuff, and I just learned to just be quiet, because like a lot of times you say stuff, you show stuff, you want to put stuff out there, and stuff takes time. Stuff takes time. So I'm learning to just take my time with stuff, and with taking my time, I'm satisfied with the results. So June,
y'all just wait on it. So June is gonna be lit. We got Gemini season wrapping up, Cancer season starting. We got Juneteenth. We have the on the way up season 2 reunion. Right. That's the biggest event in June besides everything that you got.
And that's one of the things that I got going on in June. I've been mapping for the reunion. I had a show that might possibly be coming out that I've been working on. My collection is relaunching really soon. I said that, and people not really putting it together. June is a busy month for me, like for real. I just been staying back and just minding my business, unbothered and broke. And it's been working for me, and I'm humbly grateful that my plan is working.
Well, I'm humbly grateful to have had you as a guest tonight. So I want to thank you again for coming through the Real Talk with Cortez, and thank y'all for stopping by. Please make sure that you tune in to the reunion on June 12th. But before we get there, we got one more episode left on the way out, the season finale.
One more thing I want you to tell them, if they have questions for you to ask the cast for the reunion.
Oh yeah, send your questions in. Yeah, y'all. We definitely have that available. If you have questions that you want answered at the reunion, please feel free to send them in.
Y'all want to know, please, because I'm answering everything.
They can go to the website and leave a comment, or they can go to. Or y'all can go to. I know y'all can hear me.
Yeah, they like Devontae,
right? Y'all can go to contact at OTWU ENT.com to send your questions, and we'll be happy to get those answers for you.
Because everybody got something.
We did last year, but we gonna make sure we get all that done for you.
Because everybody got so much to say in the comments, and I read through when I have time. I'll be like, you try not to, but ask questions, please.
He's already gonna direct my music video. B.R. Burns, he got a question for you, Marq.
Oh, please. Marq is trying to stay busy, and if y'all need anything, I work. I do music videos.
Would you direct Devontae's? Also, he says that he would do it. So we're gonna have you direct the video for this rap single.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be.
Well, y'all definitely check out everybody's pages. So you have shout out to Mayday in the chat. Shout out to, like I said, I love this shirt as well.
That's why I wore this. I done had it for like 2 weeks. Everybody always compliment me. Well, I wore it once or twice, and people was complimenting. I'm gonna wear it tonight.
You need to wear it again tomorrow. I love it.
I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. I might wear it to the reunion at this point. Look, money is,
I think it's good luck.
Money is like.
It's a good luck, sir. Make that $40 work for you.
Please. This was $40 actually while you playing. Damn, I should have used that to get inside. Let's go.
Y'all, I've had so much fun tonight with Marq. Shout out to y'all for staying with us, and I cannot wait to see y'all again. If you want more of Marq, tell them where they need to find you at.
Please,
again,
everywhere, official Marq, and that's spelled with a Q. My website, officialmarq.com. And I'm going to say this once again. If anybody out there needs to talk, please, please, please do not hesitate. Like, I talk back. I talk back because I want everybody to, we going to overcome this for real.
Absolutely, y'all. That was probably one of the most beautiful moments of tonight. And I really want to salute you for being a resource and an asset to the people, because I think that's what our community needs more of. And those conversations that are not held and had need to be had. And so for you to open up your page and your social media to people for that, that's big. And that's going to come back to you in a great way. So I want to wrap up by telling y'all to please make sure that you support me by following me on Instagram at Cortez, Cortez, Mac, Mack, TV, like the one that you watch. On Instagram, that is my official page. And also go follow Real Talk with Cortez so that you can have access to every single episode of this show right here when it drops. Now, in terms of my own show on Cortez Mac TV, I have a new episode dropping tomorrow on YouTube. So the link is in my bio for that. Please go follow me and subscribe. And I thank y'all again. I love y'all. It's been a great, great time. I cannot wait to see y'all again. I can't wait to see y'all at the reunion. Get your tickets so that we can see you there in person. Have a great night. Let's go.